Good afternoon, evening, folks. I was just getting into nighttime there where you are. We have an extremely dangerous line of storms going across Queensland right now. It's going across some major streams. It's dumping incredible amount of rain, and our hook signatures in there as the EMF from these pulses has made individual cells like this one here. I'm going to roll this real quick, and if you're in the path of these storms, take cover. You don't want to be on a motorcycle in these mountains right now. It just came over this river, so it is now got water well running in it toward Roma. And as more of these storms come across here, the risk of flooding for Roma is going to rise, just like the waters of these rivers that these are now raining down upon. And as it's released over this plain here, and the energization of this, pow, see it? That causes less energy here, more energy here is going to cut this, which means the energy of this shove of energy from this, or the impetus of the wattage of this pulse, is going to split the storm into many different little pieces. And each one of them is going to, for a while, rotate very wildly. You're going to see hail when these pulses come through and collide all the condensates together. You're going to see incredible drops of rain all at once. You will take cover if you're in the line of this storm, because any of these could turn deep red at any time for you. These are rotating. The Bureau of Morons will always be the Bureau of Morons, because the Bureau is where you store your bullshit. Okay? I'm glad they changed their name. They made it more fun for me. I was getting tired of calling them that. The streams running down in various sites here are going into main streams and are headed your way. All of this is headed your way. Continually raining down here, and this has already been. Okay? You are now in a flash flood warning from me. This is from Robert Says. You got flash flood warning in these mountain areas right now, and inundation of the low-lying areas. If you're camping or something down here, you better look at your surroundings. Has this thing ever done any flooding before? Is it a dry riverbed I'm in? And they'll rise up very swiftly, and they'll be very dangerous. Please, please, please stay alive. Uh, this is a bad one. This is a very bad line of storms. I told you I'll update you as I go along. And this pulse here is exceedingly guilty of geoengineering this storm. They got one going at this level of the atmosphere, one at these. These doesn't just beam one level of the atmosphere, these new radars. And there's indication of it right there. As this pulse went through, it collided all the particles in together of small droplets, or condensates as they're known, into larger condensated droplets. Here I said condensated. Condensate makes the droplet coalescing of the droplets together, make them big enough to overcome updrafts, thermals as some people know them, so I'll use that word. This squared out area is extremely dangerous. It's the leading line. So it's like this is a stick you drag through the water. And where's the beginning of the eddy start is right here. There's a lot of energy. So this is extremely volatile. This hook signature coming over that just went over Surat, as these impact this water, the water will also have an ionic effect on the storm. And this is a very bad area here, this line. You will keep an eye on for yourself and make decisions for your own safety. My personal advice is always to listen to your local things about what's going on. All I can do is show you the radar, and you're in grave danger, so I'm showing you. And is this radar pulse induced? Absolutely. You see it right here? It's reaching it. It's another radar station aiming the weather, causing a predictable flood. Whammo. They did. They manipulated it. They let it get in, and then the big blast cuts the storm, and this will actually go independently. You can even see the move of it starting. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a beam way down low that's not showing up very much. I'm going to look. Now, I don't see any evidence of a straight line beam. They did a pulse, though you do have some more energy from the line through here, as a radar ray. It is very evident of how it condensates raindrops, how it makes raindrops fall. This is another bad cell that's split, and that'll start rotating. But this is the big one right here. This is really bad here and up through there where I just showed you. So there's your quick update. It's coming your way. It's taking its time. The weather, in case you missed this morning, I'll roll this for a moment. Let you see. Yeah, that's what's coming. Somebody was asking me a question. I popped in on a live today. I haven't done interview type things in a long time. I will start doing them again. But I want to do them for small people. Set up a pub or a bar somewhere, and I'll Skype in and talk to you guys. I can answer your questions directly. I feel it's more personal, and I can answer your question then, because it's important to me that you are informed properly. I'm not a bureau where you store bullshit. Information has to keep being put. I'll be more like the bookshelf that you can add another bookshelf in and change the book once in a while if your views change. So you can read something new. And this is the same old sheet music even. You see the EMF cut move they got planned for you later this afternoon, so I'm right. This is a little bit different image than they had on a couple hours ago. So as you get in toward the evening, the total inundation of this part of New South Wales, as I call the trough, is going to be quite heavily done because the mountains have already had it. Look at that look at that Maury. When it blasts its radar beam, it should be blasting that direction. All right, let's look. Are they doing it yet? Yeah, they are. They're beaming over here. More in that direction. See the double leaning, the square on the bottom deck, and the circle on the top. So scalar square with a pulse on top of it. They set up a reverberation between the two layers of the atmosphere. It's well going to fuel the electrics of this storm. As the particles of ions pass each other in the different layers of the atmosphere, they're going to have their electrical potential to discharge lightning bolts will increase. Which you're going to see hail in this. When this is finally free of this field, she's got to spin because there's another one here, right? Guiding this heavier part of the storm this way. Could dissipate some of this coming over to town or force another vortex over Parks. Or I'm just reading the EMF. You got one here. Pushing. Boom, boom. Making sure this doesn't backtrack or its moisture doesn't just suddenly dissipate in a natural condition that should happen when the EMF turns off. I'm not going to look at the cam right now. I've got that on. I'll get you that in a couple hours. I just wanted you. Oh, that's a pretty sight. Now, I want you guys to just be safe. So if you're in the line of those storms that I just showed you, be very vigilant. The ones over here aren't as high at tops yet, but it's being pulsed. See, it's still over there, Roxby Downs. It's pulsing. And look at the combination of all of them to judge where are the little roadblocks put up to guide things? Where are the little barriers that bring the sheep into the slaughterhouse from the field? So to speak. And here's the blaster. The blaster, man, with a big square on it, pointed toward the radar. Just another slam bust of EMF manipulation of a storm. And it's getting bad. I've heard a lot of the snow is melted. That's not good. Yeah, so that's now on its way to somewhere. And it has chemicals in it that are not healthy for the environment. Stuff they use to make snow. Aluminum, barium, strontiums, and other things that are highly flammable, or as I often call them, fire accelerants. Yeah, it just add a bunch of eucalyptus oil in the air, which is also extremely explosive. Yeah, that's what causes a lot of flashovers, actually, over people's property. Is you start smelling that eucalyptus, it's hot in the air, well, you better get down. Dig your hole and put your blanket over yourself because she can flash. You guys got to stay safe. And now the pistol resistant. Look at this shove move here. Look at this sustained line of heavy nucleation here. And one level of the atmosphere. Something's missing off the data. They've cut it off. There's something missing on this data. That's obvious. Are you having an extremely heavy storm here? Or is this a chem-bomb line? This one's a curious one for me. So I ain't going to read too much to it. Now you got a beam come through it, though. See that down here? Coming from a different station. Right here. It's coming from right here, Longreach. Longreach blasted that one. This one got blasted. It looks like somewhere around here. Different from this one over here. You got a truck over here with a radar, mobile radar truck, you know, with the satellite dishes on it. It's a possible Doppler emitter. You definitely got one right here where my hand is. The hand is. You've got an emitter there. Its signatures, everything's pointing at it. Here and here. Triangulation. Learn it. Right, that's what I wanted to show you right now. I'm keeping it short. Get those warning out, people, because all I do is film the weather. You are my heroes. You go save the lives now. All right, big love, people. I'll be back on as it's needed. Peace. Give me on. Love y'all. Stay safe, please.